Section 2, Day 1 starts the information on direct variation. Direct variation has the formula y equals kx. It means that y varies directly with x. K is called the constant of variation. It is the number that you multiply by all of the x values to get the corresponding y values. For each function, determine if y varies directly with x. If so, determine the constant of variation by solving for y. The idea is it varies directly if you can get it in the y equals kx format. You cannot have any addition and subtraction. So taking a look at letter A, if we solve that for y, we divide both sides by 4, we get y equals 5/4 x, which looks just like y equals kx. So this is a yes, and they want to know the constant of variation. K is 5/4. Letter B, to solve that one for y, you divide everything by 3. You get y equals 2x plus 3. Because of this plus 3 right there, this is not a direct variation. You cannot have addition and subtraction. In letter C, to solve that one for y, you're going to start by multiplying both sides by 3 over 7, the reciprocal. You get y equals 3 over 7x, which looks just like y equals kx, so this is also a yes, where k is 3 over 7. Letter D is already in the form that you need it in, and it is a y equals kx, so this is a yes as well, where k is -7. It's okay for the constant to be a negative value. It's not a big deal. It is still a number that you multiply by all of the x's to get the corresponding y's. There are two ways that you can work with direct variation problems. And the first is using the constant of variation. That's the way that the textbook does it, but it's usually not the preferred method. The second way is a ratio box, using cross products, and that's the way that I'll do it. If you look at example 2, they're going to give you a table and ask you to determine if y varies directly with x. And in order to do that, we're going to check cross products. Cross products are multiplication problems that cross diagonally. And so you want to check the products and make sure that they're equal. You want to do it a couple of times throughout the table to make sure that you're good to go before you move on. So in letter A, I'm going to check the first set of cross products. It should be the case that 1 times 6 is the same as 2 times 3. And it is, because they're both 6. And again, you should check more than one set. Do 3 times 12, that's 36. And so is 4 times 9, also 36. So this is a yes, the cross products work. If so, they want you to find the constant of variation. Remember that k is whatever value you multiply by all of the x's to get the y's back out. So focus for a second on what the x values are. Those values are 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do you multiply those values by to get these values? So what times 1 is 3? What times 2 is 6? What times 3 is 9? And the answer is 3. If at any time you cannot find that, like you can't see that value, you can always find k by picking a y and an x and dividing. Like pick the bottom one, doesn't matter which one, they're all the same. The y value there is 12, and the x value is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Taking a look at letter B, the cross products. 2 times 10 is 20, 4 times 5 is 20. Good, you should always check another set. 6 times 20 is 120. 16 times 8 is not 120. It's 128. So that one looks like it's a yes, but it actually ends up being a no at the last product check. Always should check more than one. Letter C. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 7 is 14. It's already a no. Cross products have to be the same value. Letter D, 4 times 4 is 16, and 8 times 2 is 16. So check another set. And you can reuse values. 8 times 10 is 80, and 4 times 20 is 80. So this is a yes. Now this one's a little trickier to find the k value because it's not easily seen. You can't divide. It has to be multiplied. K has to be the number you multiply by the x's. So again, if you can't find k, if you can't see it, just take any value of y over x. So I'll do the first one. 2 over 4 gives us a k value of 1/2. So k is 1/2. Example 3. Example 3's directions change a little bit. Now they're saying, suppose y varies directly with x. So now we're not asking if it does, they're telling us it does. And when they do that, always start with a ratio box. Because again, we're going to use cross products and fill in what you know. When x is 3, y is 9. They want to know what is x when y is 12. So all you need to do is cross multiply. 3 times 12 is 36. And divide by 9. The answer is 4. 36 divided by 9 is 4. Letter B. I have an x and a y. X is -2 when y is 7. What is y when x is 8? So cross products. 7 times 8 is 56. And 56 divided by -2 is -28. Y is -28.